that basically asked employees to summarize their work over the last week. And it coincided with a tweet from Elon Musk suggesting employees who didn't respond would be terminated. Now, some of these agencies included the FBI, the Department of Defense. I mean, there were a range of agencies on here. Some agencies, employees were telling them not to respond. But how alarming is this? I mean, there are many ways. It's alarming from a national security perspective, asking people to do this. But what is your reaction to hearing about that?
It's extraordinary. I mean, what Trump is doing, using Elon Musk as his tool, is literally dismantling the United States federal government. And it's not just the people, as horrific as that is, laying off talented, experienced public servants who do nothing but serve the American people at very low salaries compared to what they could get in the private sector. But it's halting the programs and the benefits that Americans rely on across the political spectrum. You know, it's extraordinary what is happening, and it is going to hurt not just the federal employees, 2 million of them, by the way, the vast majority of whom don't live in the Washington, D.C. area, but it is going to hurt average, everyday Americans who rely on everything from the opportunity to call the Veterans Administration and get the kinds of help they need, and now they can't get their phone calls answered, to the elderly person who relies on Meals on Wheels, to the person who had, under Joe Biden, insulin cut down to no more than $35 a month and now see their insulin prices spiking. I mean, there are all kinds of ways in which the actions and the policies, in addition to the cuts of federal workers that this administration is doing, is already starting to hurt Americans in the places that matter most to them. Their pocketbooks, their health, their small businesses. This is extraordinary. Just to give an example that maybe people don't understand, when you slash and end all USAID programs, you're not just starving and killing innocent people overseas. You are harming American farmers. You are harming American workers who depend on those resources. It's American farmers whose products are bought by AID and sent to help feed hungry people around the world. Now they're not getting their money, and their produce is rotting at the ports. This is an extraordinary, very reckless thing that this administration is doing, and it is not going to end well for the American people. And I don't think it's going to end well for Donald Trump.
Susan Rice, I know how many things you know because I've sat in a lot of meetings with you, but